just put itself here. What's up, everybody? E-Drone. Must know I was wearing his hat. Tommy G in the house. Crystal Justice. What's up? Hope everybody's having a good day. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Whoop somebody's ass. No. Me and Doc were just discussing cameras. We're arguing.
Not arguing.
Not
debating.
arguing, debating weights. Double A is in the house. Elvis. Trying to get YouTube going here. Doc is over tinkering in the corner. He is gone ape shit and the Fat and
I have gone ape shit. I had like an epiphany like 3 nights ago, man. I was like, fuck this. I'm so tired of like not having Kiss in stock. I'm like,
he's like, I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm like, yes, you're gonna beta flight. He's like, no. I'm like, man, whatever.
Going Fat Tech. Ugh.
I know, I just turned it down. I didn't want to. I was waiting to see if Doc was in.
So, going Fat Tech and we're putting it on Apexes.
You hear that? Putting it on Apexes. I know a guy that runs those. Pretty cool frames. Yeah. Pretty nice. They take a beating from what I hear.
Here we go. Dead Cat, Apex.
Dead cat, dude! Oh!
It's so gross. I hate this quad so much. I'm gonna fucking like.
He's going so.
Snap it over my knee.
So listen up, peeps. Right? If Fat Tech don't work for him, he has no choice to come over to Beta Flight.
It's so hard to believe in the Fat Tech when it's so small, and like
he would do email. I guess I dropped the iPad.
I would do email before beta.
No damage.
No damage.
You would, and then Emu would fail you, and then you still would have to come to beta. Either way you look at it, you're gonna end up a beta.
No damage.
Good, that was luck.
Holy. You got me all.
So,
I can sneak it in there.
E-Drone says, come to beta side, Doc.
Fuck that.
So he's going to try Fat Tech. I think everyone else I heard said it was challenging, but this guy, he's Kiss approved. So.
If it's like the same shit that you have to go through with Kiss, then it's not an issue.
So did you notice what he said? If it's the same shit you have to go through with Kiss. Same shit. So you go through shit with Kiss. So you know, beta, I mean, I don't remember them having too many problems.
No, it's not bad problems. It's just
about that.
Once you do it once, you could do it forever. Like it's just getting it done the first time, trying to figure it out. And it's a little different from beta, and just people don't know. I'm trying to get this damn Fat Tech all-in-one in here.
Do you think it's like eating or drinking the perfect drink? It kind of like gets you thinking other things.
What?
Kiss, kind of like the smoke that comes out, kind of does something to you.
No.
Are you saying it's not so magic smoke?
Not magic. Oh, Eric, let me show you something.
Yeah, but besides motors, that's all you need to fly now these days.
That is sick, dude. And once you go HD, because you eventually will, and then you just got the 20x20 in the back, dude. That is so clean looking.
Yeah, it'll just be this stack and then a stack in the back, and then wherever I decide to shove the crossfire.
So Eric, here's actually you got a new Immortal T. Remind me to make sure I give this to you because this was in your packet with the thing, and we already got an Immortal T on there. So, but here it is. I don't know what I think about them because they print like that and you fold them.
And what is it for?
Your Immortal T.
Oh, just to go on the standoffs?
Yeah, kind of.
That's a little weird.
I mean, here's one that's just got done. I don't know, like I can't get it thick through here, but it's not meant to be because it's meant the way it's supposed to fold. But I don't know, it's a good idea. Once it's on there and folded, it looks pretty good.
This quad will actually have FR Sky on it before I put Crossfire on it.
Whoa, you are really changing up there. Are you okay?
No. It's just because I didn't want to buy it. I didn't want to buy a new receiver for this quad.
So you're supposed to get in a group and ask everybody. You're like, hey guys, I just bought an Apex. I just want Fat Tech. Can anybody give me
I can afford it. I just don't want to pay for it. There's difference.
Roger in the house,
Anyway,
Technique FPV.
All
What's up,
screwed
Roger?
together. Dead
Did you get
Cat
that quad
Apex.
dialed in? Looking good. See if it flies. Made it.
That's about all it's good for. I think it's just a good back scratcher. Fuck this quad. I hate this quad.
Well, if you hate it, you can take the electronic out, and I will take the trash frame that you don't want.
The thing has trash written garbage all over it.
Listen to this guy.
Fucking hate this thing.
Feel
I
all
hate
day.
it. I hate it because it's the
You
only
hate it
other
because
option.
aliens ain't around no more.
No,
Okay.
I hate it just because it's the only option. Like, there is no KISS, so I can't put a KISS V2 or all-in-one in it. There is no aliens left, like, that you can just conveniently
Roger
order.
in the house. Roger Kugel. What's up, Roger? So, yeah, I mean, I feel you. But you got to look at the streamline of that versus your Cadillacs. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but there's a reason I'm flying a
Like my
Cadillac.
6-inch alien, right? Like this thing. I mean, we could put a lot on this. Like you can do a lot with this. Like you could put your kitchen sink, your couch, your love seat. You can put all kinds of stuff on this thing.
Yeah, but I fill mine. Like, if you see my 5 inches, like, my 5 inches are cram packed.
And it ain't missing a prop because I don't crash. So I just took the prop off. Looks good. Kind of makes it
I
look.
am so glad my feet are up.
I forget where I was. Oh, it was the park ranger today. That day I did that video, and he was like, I come in and I just line of sighted it. When I landed out the field, I just line of sighted it, come back to myself, so I just disarm it, land, rolled. He goes, that don't count as a crash. I'm like, oh no. Okay. So one day, Doc, I guess I've been thinking about stripping this out. So I guess the day I do it, I guess I'll have to donate it to you.
I'll take it with loving arms.
I don't know. You with what?
I'll take it with loving arms.
With 11 arms?
No, with loving arms.
Loving arms. I don't know. Maybe if you don't like that Apex, we could trade like a $13 frame for like a $100 one.
No. I'm moving on to the Apexes because I know I
Just
have
remember,
to.
once you go HD with it, you'll appreciate why it's got the dead cat.
Fuck that.
He's against everything that it's for. He's like, no.
I'm walking into a quad I don't want.
So I was on the phone with you that night, so you sound pretty stable. So I know you just did.
I did it because I know I have to. I didn't do it because I wanted to. It's just if I want to keep into the hobby at a certain level, I have to keep flying. I have to, upgrade my gear to newer things.
Anyone ever need high quality prints? I appreciate you, Eric. Eric got there shoving my prints like there's something. I do my best. That's all I can do. They hold up pretty good. Like this is beat up, but actually I snipped this off to make it easier. So here's my method, right? So you see the hole in the side of it? That's not supposed to be there neither. You're supposed to put the SD card in. Well, this is for the Hero 10, so it's kind of got this little bump out on it, stuff like that. So I put it in one day, and I was like, man, I unplugged the wire in. I was like, I'm not plugging the wire back in no more. So I took my snips and just cut this, and then just bent this around and put the SD card in. So then later that night, I took my hot iron or my soldering iron, just burnt the hole so I could just pluck it in and out while the camera's in. Lazy, and it weakened the mount. So, but that's after mad hits and all, yeah, like crazy concrete hits and all that. This Bones is pretty it's got it going on. I was worried about it being not durable, and you can see that I fly it. Everyone tell you flies around me vividly, and you can see what it looks like. Biggest downfall is the power cord. It is a proprietary one, but I'll give you guys a secret. Your camera, your little cords like this, your run cam cords basically for your camera, any camera pretty much, analog camera, that fits right in there nice and tight. You will have to make sure you got the polarity right on the plug. So make sure you look off yours. It's easy to remember too, is the positive is over to this side. It's on the power button side. Negative's in the middle. So it works
What's
really
to the
good.
left? Because it's a 3-prong.
It is video, so you could actually stop and start video with this with a switch on your transmitter.
Oh.
And you see how it fits in there. It fits in there nice and snug and tight. So I'm going to talk about this tonight too. That's why I actually have it set here. So I've been flying this now for, I don't know, I'd say 3 months at least. Ever since it's been out, basically. Got it like EBR, welcome. And so the main thing with this is, like when you strap it to a quad, I was using a I'll get right here in a minute. I got everything laid out here because I've been literally dabbling in this trying to find a method to get this to work. So I was using this here, and I'll upsize my screen.
I don't know if he accidentally quit or disconnected it or something of that nature, but now you have me.
Thanks for
there
staying
you
in.
go.
No, my mouse has buttons on the side of it, so when I literally hit.
Oh yeah, you hit back on it.
Yeah. So let me see here. I'll get set up in a second. I promise.
Over.
What did I hit here? That for 1 second. All right. So let's go back to what I was saying. So when this is mounted to here, I would use this. As I said, let me blow myself up before, and I did not. I'm sorry, Mom, scatterbrained tonight. So I would use this balance plug to plug into my LiPo, which would in general be on my quad, you know, somewhere up here on top of the battery. So you see what we got going on here. You got these cables, and then that goes down, you know, obviously with the plug connected to it. I would just solder these on. Roughly would leave it about that long, honestly. And then every time, you know me, I dive the trees and I go down through the trees, so you can automatically know what's happening. It's just ripping that wire out every time. So I'm tired of like running out of the cords. I had a ton of these and I'm kind of like falling short on them. So that, and just, I don't know, these are okay, but they use some cheap wire. Like the wire breaks real easy on the inside, and you'll go to plug it in one time and it's just not there. It doesn't work for you. So what I'm gonna do is set up this here. Let me plug this in and I'll show you. My eyes ain't what they used to be. Everything's feel. So what I want to do is get this where you guys can see it. So I want to take and I will bore a hole with my soldering gun in here, and then I'm going to feed that wire in. Think of it like that. So it's going to go into the mount, and then I'm going to bore one up through the bottom, so it kind of comes in.
Oh, I see what you're talking about now. I wasn't 100% sure because I couldn't visually see what you're saying.
Yeah. So then what that does is that's going to incorporate it onto the mount, and it's going to go right down through the hole here, and you can already see I power out the front.
Shit frame. God damn.
Hey boy.
Garbage ass apexes.
So then it's going to be there. So then we're all incorporated to, obviously, other than hitting so hard where you rip the entire mount off. There's nothing you're going to be able to do unless you put a JST plug on the inside to where it'll pull off. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, it may be pull off. It might catch the wire, but in general, you know, make sure you chamfer all that. If you have the same issue I have and you're going to do that, make sure you chamfer all this because it's going to cut your wire to shit if not. But yeah, I've been flying it vividly for, like I said, a good ever since it's been out, and that's the only downfall of this camera. Other than that, you can count on this camera to compete with everything out on the market these days. I mean, it's beautiful. It does awesome footage. It has the QR scanner, so you go into your phone. I'll show you here, and you actually use an app, so I can change anything on it on the fly. I don't have to have, you know, because it doesn't have the screen. So you just scan it, and then on days you have to brighten your phone all the way up. You just kind of, you know, Everybody knows how to work that. And then you watch for beeps right here, and you'll watch 2 blink red lights. One that blinks, that's it. So other than that, the QR, I'm kind of like meh about. But then again, how would you function something like this? It would be difficult without that. So other than, I guess, the app, what was it, the ProTune app, but they took that away. Michael McReynolds, welcome.
Oh, do they not have that ProTune app anymore?
They took it away on a lot of stuff. You can't really mess with that. Birdman's in the house. Sorry, I was running my mouth, so I didn't see you guys come in. Chris, no tuning issues. I forgot to tighten down the frame screws on the Mark V. Explains
That'll do it.
Hey, it happens, man. Everyone's been there, Roger. I've done some stuff that would, you guys be like, no, dude, no, you didn't. Yeah, you just, sometimes, I don't know, like because you want to get out there and fly it, so you kind of forget to do that things. But building for yourself's cool to do that. Obviously nothing happened to your quad, but when you're doing it for customers, you can't do that because then you don't want to crash it. You don't want to get it all dirty.
Vampire said you can control GoPro with Orcas also.
Oh.
Orcas ain't HD. What?
Are they? No, they are analog, weren't they? They have some good analog though. That was pretty clear, I think, that time I was messing with them. Chris Brown.
I think a lot of racers are moving over to the Orcas.
Birdman, if you want some budget motors, Emax Eco. I'm not trying to take away what Chris sent you the links, but Emax Eco 2s, you can't beat them. $13.99 each. And I'll tell you what, I beat those things vividly. Like, I just actually went up to Eric's yesterday and hit the Bando, I guess, Carnival or whatever it is. It's literally gone bye-byes. John, what's up? It's nice talking to you on the phone tonight. So I come in and there's weeds all around and there's like a cable. So I hit the cable and my motor like wrapped around it. It like spun the name right off of it. Where's that? Not this one. He will as soon as you hear it. As soon as he hears that. No, wrong part. Oh, it was the one I had earlier. I'll show you guys. You see it right here. So it just like wrapped around that wire. Oh, there's Emax. It's still on that side. And it tore it up. And then the front one, it just got a little bit. Ripped the prop off, shot me straight down in the center of that blue ride, the Blue Diamond or whatever it was. That was crazy. I was like, man, how am I going to get my quad? And I went down because it hit under, or Blue Thunder, yeah, whatever it is. So then I went down low and under, and had to just break some boards away and reach my hand in and get it. And at first my camera was soaked. Yeah, you can. Chris Miller, what's up, brother? Yeah, you can't beat them Emax Ecos. You really can't. I mean, seriously, like I just showed you. No. So I used to, hey Doc, tell them when we used to fly, and I ain't trying to take no shots at no other motor company, but the name is iFlight Zings. When I used to fly iFlight Zings, how many times?
One or two an outing easy. Like you're just boom, 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 zingies all day. You're chewing through them.
Like I'm telling you. And I turn around. I had the V1s on my Hawk 5, and I would hit explicit. What's up, Chris? And it would drop the bell down. So I was like, man, I kind of want to stay away from them Emax Ecos then. So then when they come out with the second version and they did that like edge on them, I mean, it's just like makes all the difference. Because if you guys know Emax and followed them and used their motors, their RS editions never had it. So their bells, the same thing, would drop down and it would cut into the stator thing. So now they do that. You see, they got that like, so it can't drop down. I kid you not. Since I've been running these, I
would take it explicit. Got the Avata.
Oh, I have been playing with that. That thing's fun. But since I've been running Emax Ecos, I've damaged 2 motors, and I would say I've been running them vividly for easy 8-9 months now, going into a year with them. So They've been good. You can't beat them. $13.99 a motor. They seem to be pretty abundant. I can't wait till they come out with the Eco 3 and see what they do with it. Yeah, the goggles, the two, dude, they're nice. Is that your girl? But I never put out the video of it, but I got to fly them. We used the goggles, fly the DJI Avata with the hand control thing and the actual joysticks, or the one.
Yours should probably ring next.
Dad, I talked to him earlier. You have Ecos on your Apex, awesome. Yeah, they're nice. Like I said, you can't beat them. Diatone, Mamba, Stack, and Emax Ecos.
Man, what are you talking about? FetTech all-in-one with Lumineers? God, we're making garbage fires here.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Everyone used to tell me too. You know that's what people hate about me, because I got a quad like right here. You see with the yellow props? That thing has an F3 flight controller in it, right? The frame is like it's a generic frame. I guarantee you, ESC's on the arm. It's running what was before D-Shot got big? What was the one? One Shot. It's running One Shot. I can guarantee you I could tune that quad and make it fly just as good as anything anybody here flying. It's not hard. And that is old, dude. So I see people with videos, they're like, this quad's old or something like that. I'm like, you can always change it. So you see people selling all their analog quads, right? When they get them, like selling them real cheap down on eBay and all, buy them, right? Because guess what? They all can be turned into HD quads. You just take out the VTX, take out the camera, and then drop you a HD unit in it. You're good to go. I'm like, people are missing out. But being the remote ID, well, it's now another year from now, they say, everybody's popping the micros. The micros are hitting heavy. I have tons of micros. I have a whole stacked old bunch of them, like right here, and then over there on the wall.
Man, my Apex might be light enough.
Yeah, the 250 with that board, with that one board.
Mm-hmm. We might be able to like squeeze it down.
I'll tell you, with the Avata, I am actually impressed with it, and not just being a DJI fanboy. I kind of think I am a little bit though, because I kind of have been dabbling in them a little bit, my whole thing. But anyway, it's nice. We got to do it. Let me see if I can find a video for you. The sensors on it and all, they're spot on. Rigidness is unreal. Like when you hold it. Now the price point, I don't know. I think, well, you can buy just the quad for what, 600 maybe? I'd say at 600, the quad's probably worth it. If it's got the V3 system in it. That their next level of FPV, it's there. You don't, it's more clear, like everything's clear. It doesn't kind of have like the V2s will have that focal point. I haven't seen that, and we took it down to the beach and ran it, did a test on it range, and I'm telling you, that little thing went out there. So here's in your mind, think about this. If anyone's thinking on getting it, think of say the Mavic DJI Mavic Air 2. Think of everything that's under the hood and what that thing's capable of. Now put that in, and actually I say the Mavic Air 2, that's downgrading a little bit because it's got OcuSync 3. So take all that and put it in a Cinewoop frame, and that's basically what it is, because it's got killer range, wind.
Now, do you think it replaces your other whoops?
Explicit said, did you fly that in manual?
I did not fly it manual, but I will get the opportunity to once he gets pushing it around a little bit, and he wants to try to refresh out. He said he's going to let me put it in manual and run it. I'm going to definitely do it. To Doc's question, I would have to say, if your budget fits you, yes. It's just the aspect of it. Like, I don't know, just the way they built it. It's really, you got to try it. Like Chris.
So it would replace one of your whoops.
it would definitely replace mine. So mine's the Cinelog 25. What I
And
use.
is that your workhorse?
Yeah, so that's what I did, like the Blue Horizon flight and all
Okay.
with, dude.
So you
It
would take it into restaurants and everything?
yeah, dude, this thing would kill it. So only difference is you're talking weight now. So if you're talking, you want to get like a bunch of people that's worried about that, then yes, that's your argue point because it is over 250. So that's where
Oh,
the
is it?
come in. Yeah,
I didn't know that. I thought it was light.
no, it's actually that's the downfall.
That's rough. How much? Like, it can't be cracking it over like barely any.
Well, no, I hear you, Chris, on that. Like nothing will replace it, but I got to be real here because you got to think. I'm thinking distance. I'm thinking everything. So here's where I'm at. Right, you could go stand 3 blocks away and go in there and one shot someone's place with that thing. That's how much of the range I could tell you we saw on it. That thing was incredible range, like on it. I mean, like I forgot how was it 1,000. Wanted to think it was 10,000 feet out and away from us. Yes, it was. Yeah. So whoop. So that's what I'm saying. So that's right there, hands down. It knocks it right out in the ring.
So how much does it weigh?
410 grams. There you go.
410 grams.
That's
heavy.
That's heavy, dude. And honestly, well, Chris will tell you, it's really not that bad holding it.
Oh, probably because it's just all so compacted.
Yeah, and
and half of that is probably a battery.
I got 220 with analog naked 8 and 525 mAh 4S pack.
And what was that? 220?
220.
So yeah. So you're way under. See me, I'm a little bit with my setup. Well, that's what was with the Hero or the Naked 8. This is what Eric runs on his too. We just put it back on. This was a pretty good camera. Like I still want to use this. This is decent for what I did with it.
Sick. Michael McReynolds says Chris Miller lives close to him and he might be able to help him set the FPV up.
Word, Chris, your boss, brother. Michael's been trying to get someone to help him with that FPV stuff now for a minute. And it's hard to do it over the phone, like when stuff doesn't cooperate. Just having fun. Welcome, welcome. Wizard V3, John says. But yeah, so like I said, Dovado, to me, if it's in your budget, you can afford it. But now it is, I think it is now backwards compatible with the V2 goggles too. So that helps out for people that have the V2 goggles, not the 2s, because they call them the DJI 2s now.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the V2s. It's weird how they did that. You should have just called them.
They're gonna do 2 V2s, I bet. That's gonna be funny as shit.
Oh, they're definitely working on something. As soon as the one comes out, they start working on something else.
That's the thing is like I want them, but like I don't know if I want them yet because like I don't want them to just keep producing something new every year. I want
That is so cool, Michael. I'm so glad, dude. Chris is near you and can help you out with that. You got the right one too.
Hi.
Right on the other side. Shut up. That's what's up. There you go, Chris. You got someone to fly with now. Get Michael in that FPV. He's gonna go hard at it. So, what do y'all think of the new GoPro 11 Mini?
I love it. I want one. And I don't believe the weight. I think people are lying on the weight.
Well, I mean, you can Google it, see what the weight. Google it and see what the weight tells you. I hear a lot of people saying that the bones, it's 20 grams lighter than the GoPro Hero 10, which is basically the same as the 9. If I'm not crazy, I think they're both the same in weight. But the bones. I think the 11 is a good aspect. I'm curious to see it. Like I want to put my hands on it because whoever Doc will end up buying one. I know he will, so I could touch it. And I want to see like, when you look at a picture, and then I want to see how comparable to the DJI Action it is, because Eric's been running those DJI Actions vividly, and those things for size and all that, they're decent for a 5-inch. But now I got to say, the bones, this thing to me, it feels just like a Session on it. Honestly, It's actually, if I'm not crazy, it's lighter in the it's lighter in the session. It's like 50 grams, if I remember it right. So that on the 5-inch, other than the cable, ripping it out. Other than that, the camera's good to go.
I don't even see like a weight.
No, they definitely got to have it because, and like I said, people's been talking about the weight.
133 grams. Damn, 20 grams lighter than the Hero. I don't believe that. I feel like it's lighter than that.
I know, and the Wizard V3, that Wizard V2, honestly, that they come out with the 6S. I remember Eric getting that thing, and that thing, that thing had a mind of its own. But you know they're going to try to do that, the Wizard V3, just for the fact of sales. Like, I wonder what's like packed under the hood and all of it. Someone ain't already say it down here.
Yeah, we'll buy that. We'll get it.
They'll sell out of it. If they come out with a Session 6, they'll sell out of them in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, I would buy that over the GoPro.
So the Session 6, it's just hearsay. We hear Vanover is working with GoPro to do a Session 6. That's just hearsay now, so don't hold me to that. Don't go, you ain't here first or whatever, but that would be dope. But let's think about that for a second. Not beating them guys up, but they're a little bit more ahead of the game than we are, so I think they're going to be able to afford a little bit more than we are. I guarantee you that thing's going to cost you.
You're like, why? Yeah. Why would it cost you
more?
Like,
yeah, than... why? You got one arm.
Because GoPro is not as stupid as what people think they are, and they know exactly why we want those sessions.
And then people's like, I don't know if they would work with an FPV pilot, though. I'm like, things are changing, man. So I thought the Bones, right? They had to be thinking Cinelogs in their head, right? Because it's a joke to give a pilot like myself one of these with the cable that attaches to the back of it. I mean, why didn't we do the quick little magnet cord thing then? Because you're going to rip it off, right? Unless you fly and you're just out here cruising the fields or whatever, man, you got to dive trees, you got to get into stuff, like bounce against stuff, you know, and then that's the downfall of it. Other than that, I would love to tear this thing open and somehow solder the wires right to the board, but then the warranty is going to be the shit, and this thing looks pretty rigid to get into. But a hammer gets into everything. No, I'm kidding. It's like $2 something to replace that thing too, if I ain't crazy.
It's ridiculous. But that's what, like, all they should do is, if GoPro wants to, like, just get rich, just make GoPro Sessions $250, no replacement. They will not replace it. You buy it, it's yours
Chris,
forever.
You gonna get the Wizard V3 for your birthday? Nice. If that's what you're talking about, that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see one of y'all get it, rip on it. Like, is it gonna be like the purple and black with the? It's gonna be cool to see what they come out with.
The Wizard?
Yeah, the Eachine Wizard.
Oh, they're bringing it back.
I hope that's what everybody's talking about. If not, I'm lost. But the Wizard, yeah, dude, the Wizard did. Look at the X.
So first one's the 11 mini for his birthday.
Oh, the 11 mini. I got you. I was going to say, dude, that would. I couldn't say, because myself, like, I would go like get a different quad, even though I fly like all my other stuff. You got that 9, right? You said you got was waiting for one of them to come in. I seen you doing some slow-mo vids and all. That was pretty cool. I liked when you did whatever you did flying around yourself, when you sped it up or whatever was going on there. That was pretty trippy. Like you coming around your truck. I think it was pretty cool. I've never really messed with the 9. I know. I'll tell you if you want to. I don't know if you ever like filmed up close to it, like stuff, or if they had updates to fix it. But when you got closer to stuff, it just blurred everything out. So I got the Max Mod lens. Actually, I have it not on the quad here, and I can show you guys it. You ain't saw it yet. It's just a little cube. That thing, dude. is nice. This little case. You want to keep it in the case too. You don't want to scratch the lens. And that right there, kind of see how it is. But if you see the hole in the center too, if you forget to turn the max mod thing on, it literally will film out that little hole.
Oh shoot!
But this thing, dude, on the Hero 9, it's amazing. Like this is expensive to me. This is $90 for this little thing. But actually, I think you might be able to get it cheaper if you do GoPro thing and get it. Oh, you speed ramped it in a quick, okay. Yeah, dude, trust me, get it, Chris. This thing's dope, bro. Now, be careful landing your quad and all, because I noticed when you got this on, I think it's some kind of like sensor in here that kind of like notices the ground. It always wants to tip over. And so I'll always come in and land real soft or something, because you don't want to scratch it. You scratch that dome, it's going to be ugly. And I know somebody's already did it, and it screws the video up. But yeah, that thing, and I put it on the Hero 10 too. Like I put it on the Bones. Oh, it's fire. That's one thing GoPro. I know we're like stuck on GoPro this like thing, GoPro DJI, but
GoPro's half the hobby pretty much to an extent.
Yeah. So, and it's popular. It's going on right now. So GoPro did do one thing that they said they're out to do. They said they're going to take gimbals away. I got to give them credit. They've done very well on that so far. Especially you put that max mod lens on. What I was just saying, do the whole thing. Make sure you put it and do the horizon lock on.
Mm-hmm.
When you can fly a quad with it. It just looks so weird. I'll actually do it one day just to show y'all. Y'all just yeah. Where you land in your like back of your truck, dude, just put a towel down or something. That way, when it falls over, it's on something soft. Because it does. I don't fly with it, to be honest with you. If I do, like, it's to be real safe. Like I won't like do the normal stuff I do, like the crazy ripping and all. Nah, it's like cinematics or something like that. Because $90, I'm like, nope. That's cool. Chris got the Avata. Yeah. Hopefully it'll boost your channel and views and stuff. It's been getting pretty good attention.
I bet if you like Avata flies into the side of a building at 100 miles an hour, 1 million views.
No, so if you guys want to watch a good video, look up the Avata and how tough it is. Like, dude, this guy hammers that thing, and it just keeps going.
I imagine like the Avata's probably like the Toyota Hilux of quads, or that.
So
DJI
Eric says 122 grams with clips removed from the 11 mini. That's not too bad, I guess.
It just seems like, how much was a session?
I don't know, dude, but I got a scale. Let's weigh a 9, because the 9 is the same as the 10. And the 11, you can imagine it's going to be a little bit heavier than the 9 or 10, because it has a little bit bigger sensor into it. So that's going to calculate at least a little bit of weight, I would think. A couple grams, half a gram.
So a session was 73 grams.
Yeah, 73 for the session.
It just doesn't seem like it's that much lighter to be a mini camera.
So yeah, the Hero 9's coming in at 126, and that's with the battery and everything in it. So
what do they remove? 2 screens and no weight?
No, yeah. So yeah, basically the screens on the 11 mini is what they've taken out of it. What's the Bones coming? I forget what that. Oh, the Bones is 60 grams. Shocking. I thought it was 50. 60. Now, when you put this max mod lens on, this thing weighs it down too. It weighs it down pretty good. So 60 grams for this. So still, you're coming in 13 grams lighter than a session. That's good. I don't know, Doc. You know when you get it in your hand and weigh it.
I know, but now everybody's talking about the Session 6, and now it's like, fuck, do I even buy the mini?
Well, the Session 6, like I said, is hearsay at the moment. No one's really, like, I heard, like, concreted that in. So I guess you got to decide if you want to keep waiting on
I know.
dreams or because that's what it's been for
Right,
everybody.
I just don't want to like spend a whole bunch of money. I'm trying to like save it up to like do stuff, but now it's like
Yeah, Chris has
HD.
got it.
If I
Buy
want to
them
go to
both.
HD,
Chris got a good idea.
buy them both.
Yeah, just get them both.
I can't buy them both.
Listen to him. You can't buy them both. You end up going digital. You'll like when you go
Shit.
digital. I think everybody talks crap about it till they go digital, and then they're like,
Yeah, digital don't got no damn audio.
"I'll whisper in your ear if you want me to."
Oh my God.
Better.
This guy and his audio. Do not take his audio away. He is a stickler on that dude. He just loves the
Look.
audio.
You know what it is. Doc doesn't have anybody that has FPV talk language around him. So there is nobody around him making the noises like you do.
Oh, so that's what it is.
Yeah, so he has to have it in his ear.
I don't know. I just like the audio from the quad coming in. I think it sounds nice.
I've been building on this thing, slowly getting it done.
Ooh, God, that thing looks like it weighs 800 grams.
You better go back to wherever you came from. This thing is light, dude.
Yeah, that's like a 2.5 pounds.
I mean, it's a turd considering, but I'm saying it's light. It's not bad. What would you think the weight is on it? Want to see it again?
Like 780.
780.
I don't know. It just looks heavy.
780. I know what one of them is all up.
Like, I think like just the frame isn't alone like 500.
What you talking about, Willis?
Isn't it like twice the weight of carbon?
Let's see. Everybody else 645. John says 645. Birdman says 723. The audio is what I missed the most when I was stripping the last camera. Ooh. Told you boys are hating. 404.
No way.
I can't move this. I can take a picture.
and send it to him.
That's so lame. Should not be that light.
It shouldn't, but it is.
So what does it weigh with a battery on it? And GoPro. Okay, it would probably be where I'm at.
All right, so we'll set the hair bones on it. We're at 465 now.
No, that's cheating. You got to do a full-size GoPro.
You only put the 9 on it. Damn. Well,
Oh,
gee.
yeah.
Okay,
That's your beater, isn't it?
531. It's still
Okay.
way under.
What about a 6S pack, huh?
I don't have one in my hair right now. What are they? They're like 260, I think. Right?
Oh.
No, you said it looked heavy there. Don't even go reneging on nothing you said. Ciao for now. They're light, dude. I'm telling you that they're not as heavy as what people think.
It's crazy.
And this is one I hammered out with some aluminum I had laying out back. It's one there. Just
Oh, that's the one you flattened.
yep. I just took and beat it. No, I didn't. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to be a douche.
I'm surprised you hadn't started building the other one.
This is it. This is the AT6.
No. The other one.
The other one.
The one that was mailed in.
Oh, I'm waiting on screws for that. Actually, well, not waiting. I gotta get some.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I can't build the 3-inch without screws. Somebody made the bottom plate like as thick as a piece of bread. There he is, right there. He just came in the lobby too. He's like, he's talking crap about that AT6. I'm going in there. Yeah, that's bread thick right there, bro. Me and Eric was finding them yesterday. I forgot what size we said they were. Look, listen to the sound of this.
Oh my lord, it's an instrument.
It is. She definitely.
I was
sounds
showing
off.
Eric, and he was still here. I was showing Eric yesterday. Ting! Sound like bells. Chris Riley, what up? That's all I need. I got the 20x20 stack, the motors. Just a matter of having some screws. I didn't even realize that. No. If I could have stole standoff screws, but I need standoffs. Dinner ready.
Ridiculous.
What you having for dinner? All my quads identify sub 250. So do mine. Actually, Thomas FPD got his built. FPD Thomas, I think the name is. Has he flown it yet, Chris, or any videos? But yeah, it does. It's got harmonics to it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the kit I want to
He
get,
was
the
driving me
M2.
crazy with it one night.
The M2 kit from RDQ so I can fly it. I know Chris is ready to see it rip. Not yet, he ain't done it. I got you. Other than that, I'm going flower. We put the bones on it. It's just crazy, a 3-inch aluminum.
And how much does that one weigh?
Oh Christ, I don't remember. I'm gonna pull that. You get me pull that scale out like 3 times a night. I think he's doing this.
Thank you. Work for it.
I might as well just leave it out, right?
Ugh.
What was it, Chris? Chris probably knows the weight. Ray FPB in the house. Welcome, welcome.
Where's my wrench?
I was gonna say, hang on, let me get you. You got some tools now, bro. What's up, man? What you up to? 155. Ooh, nice tank.
Could you even build that under sub 250 then?
Sure. No worries. All up, it'd be 248. I think it was
0.5.
240. Yeah, exactly.
I know we like had a pile of electronics like trying to weigh it out to see what it would weigh.
It's all under 250.
It's heavy. I know that much.
Chris was ripping on his. He's got Chris actually the FPV music videos. It's in here. That's Chris Riley. He actually has a video. I think it's a little bit thinner, the bottom plate, but he's got one ripping with it. That's who made it, actually, right out in the garage.
Yeah.
That's why I was joking. I said I hammered that 5-inch out there. Shit. I'd break something, catch something on fire. I just came in.
Yeah, 3D mode's scary, man. I would never I have no reason to even try it.
I was just talking about 3D mode. Is it hard to say?
That is horrible. Why would you ever want to?
No, so I used to have a quad. It was the XK X350. It was the Dancer, and that thing would do 360 mode, right? I just couldn't fly acro at the time, so I couldn't get that transition and flip the switch all at the same time. It was too much to do at one time. Dude, I definitely would put one of my 5 inches on it. Yeah, you got to remember, like, as you're upside down and you're like constantly like.
He almost put that sucker out my kitchen window.
I did almost put out the kitchen window one day. Yeah, let me know how easy that was set up, Chris. I'm definitely down to try 3D flying. I feel like I can handle it now. I did it before. Like, I laid a quad upside down, and I did it line of sight, and I would fly it and all that, like out in the field.
I would do a helicopter before I would do a quadcopter.
No. You get your ass whooped with a helicopter.
Not really. Helicopters are more, I don't know, like fluid. Like they just work a little bit better. Quads aren't meant to go 3D. Helicopters are.
No, you see
So?
Zoe's videos? Zoe's
Hold
like
on.
the boss at it.
When have we ever stopped pushing the laws of science?
Right.
When we had to stop the motor and then change direction while in midair, that's when we should probably stop.
I feel you, Ray. Cold weather coming. Scared the shit out of
At least helicopters keep the rotation in the same direction. They're just inversing the pitch to negative. Like a quad is like
Right,
stop
Birdman?
motor.
So is it just a matter of going through your quad and setting up a switch, Chris? If it is, because I know when you flip it, like, and you go invert it, you gotta, when you flip, I know the XK, you gotta center the stick. If not, I think if it was down, I'd have to like play with it. I'd crash the first couple of times, I'm sure. But dude, I love just snapping the quad and going upside down and driving it upside down. That would be cool to be able to take control and stay upside down a little further. That would be really cool. I'm down to try it. He said scared the shit out of him. And a crash going to practice at the sim first now. I got you.
Screw 3D.
I was just saying that the other day. I forget. It was me, Crystal. Was it Eric? Eric?
Well, we talked about it about like a month ago.
Was it? I know. I was gonna say it was recently. I've been mentioning it about the 3D flying. I said it's the only thing I haven't done yet in quads was actually put a switch on it, flip it into 3D.
Well, you wouldn't want to switch. You would just want your throttle, like the lower half, to be inverse throttle.
No, but you have to. If I'm not crazy, you have to flip a switch too, right? To put it in.
Not for 3D helicopters. I don't know about quads.
I know the XK had to be like in acro, and then it was like a switch you had to flip, and then the throttle. It was like 3 steps, and then the throttle had to be center or something. Maybe that was just that setup on that. If it's easier than just flipping or doing a throttle, then I don't know. That'd be pretty sick. Change your ESCs and be oh shit, it's that easy? And then I guess in beta flight you'll be able to set a switch up for it. Bet. We gotta try this, Doc. Come on. An alien needs to fly upside down.
No.
They say when you're like going over a tree, watch it because you're constantly. I watched one day when Zoe was trying to show Cricket and all them guys. No switch, no nothing. How do you know? So
turn 3D on in beta flight.
It's just half your throttle is negative and half your throttle is positive. So you either go.
I'm trying to think how would you like? So your one quad's just set up for 3D then.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, you just have dedicated 3D quads.
Oh shit.
And usually they have a taller stator and like thinner diameter. That way they can shift the weight a little bit better because like
2306 would be good for that though. No, come on now.
You want 2.4 you want 2.4.
Oh, hold on though, but don't you have to have different props too? See, I'm thinking a whole different way.
Yeah, you have to have different props. They're just flat pitch props. So you don't have like an angle or anything.
Yeah, I thought because that's how the XK was. That's cool, Chris. You're trying it. All right, say be right back. Actually, it's 8:53. Crystal got some news.
News. Is that the bell?
No, doesn't it sound like
the news bell?
Do.
Such a weird noise.
It does sound like a church bell. Like I don't know what's coming through the mic, but
it sounds like super metallic-y.
So y'all want to talk about some like Crystal and 3D flying? Go watch Birdman's videos. If you guys don't know, he flies behind his back. Puts the transmitter behind his back. He stole it from Stingy, but he does it more.
I can fly with my hands behind my back.
I could probably do it with my big transmitter. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the only thing is we have pretty massive transmitters. It's a little harder for us.
Have more trouble times too. Well, now I could touch my hand, so I'm good. What? Dang it! We don't want to put our hands behind our back and hold a transmitter too and fly.
Put your hands behind your back if you don't get up out of the chair.
Birdman flies behind him back, and couple people out there.
You hear that, woman? You were procrastinating.
And
some people. That shit from you though.
I did get that from you. You procrastinate. Like you gave me that like.
Excuse
disease.
Me.
Procrastinating's so nice though. You get to do nothing. It's great.
And there's people that don't like Birdman because he flies with his hands behind his back. Bitches, please. That's a skill. That's a skill.
Jeez.
And he didn't even make you big.
I know. He never does.
Slacker.
Like over here got everything all over the place.
I did not. I had my shoes there and my chair there. That's all I had.
I'll be right back.
You know Mike's got one.
Yep.
News.
I'll pop your chat back up. There you go.
So, guys, they were talking about the remote ID. Well, DJI's top drone models approved for FAA's remote ID mandate. DJI, the world's leader in civilian drones and aerial imaging technology, is the first drone manufacturer to submit and earn US FAA approval for complying with the FAA's remote identification protocol. The FAA has approved the declarations of compliance for 7 of DJI's newest and most popular drone models, including what is officially known as America's RID, a whole bunch of zeros, 1, for the DJI Mini 3 Pro.
Uh-oh.
DJI always complies with the laws and regulations of the countries where we operate and is ready to comply with the FAA's remote ID mandate as well. DJI customers can fly with confidence that they can comply with the FAA rule. DJI's initial, as posted on the FAA website, covers 7 of the newest and most popular drone platforms. Ready for these? Mini 3 Pro, Avata, Air 2S, Mavic 3, Mavic 3 Cine, M30, M30T. Newly manufactured versions of these drones will comply with remote ID rules with no further action required. Customers who already own these drones will be able to comply with remote ID rules by downloading simply a free firmware update at a later date.
No remote ID.
By seeking FAA approval for additional drone models, which will be posted on the FAA website as they are approved. Models with remote ID functionality include the notation ASTM F3411-22A-RID-B on the regulatory label attached to the drone. The FAA's first remote ID compliance deadline for newly manufactured drones that require registration with the FAA is September 16th, 2022, to date. Though the FAA may delay enforcing it until December 16th, 2022. Customers who already own DJI drones do not need to do anything right away because existing drones do not and are not required to comply with FAA remote ID regulations until September 16th, 2023. They will provide firmware updates before that date to bring the most modern drones into compliance. Customers can install those updates at their discretion anytime before September 16th of 2023. Older models will be able to comply with remote ID using a separate add-on module. Further details will be coming in the next couple months. In other news, well, there's an Alabama company now that their new tracker can take control of suspicious drones.
Pizza, my wife, please.
So every night, 50 drones fly illegal drugs across America's southern border.
I get my butt kicked on top.
Huntsville technology company SAIC said today that that's the estimate its team got when asking about aerial drug smuggling across the border. The company has been researching rogue drones and how to control them. SAIC dates to Huntsville's first technology era and presented its answer Wednesday to one of their world's most modern technical challenges: drones. The answer is called a Counter Unmanned Aerial System, CUAS, and potential customers and media got to see it fly. It isn't just border security interested in what CUAS can do. The Defense Department, Customs, Federal Aviation Administration, federal prisons, and Transportation Security Administration, among many others, want to know what's up there, where's it going, and how to neutralize it without raining drone parts or cocaine on the countryside. Greg Fortier, Vice President of Operations for SAIC Huntsville, called the company's response a system of systems where we are technologically antagonistic integrator. The company is not building the technology, in other words, but has put together a system Fortier called the single pane of glass approach. It's all there on one screen. Systems engineer Jeremy Davidson said the drone threat response has 4 priorities: detect the drone, track it, classify it, threat or fun seeker, and, if necessary, neutralize it or mitigate it by jamming or even taking over. This can all happen at a range of up to 6 miles. Maybe they're just not where they're supposed to be. No need to overreact. Just jam their control frequencies and take over. How's the drone pilot going to react to that? No need to overreact, though. The control system screen uses different colors to distinguish different kinds of drone activity. It's called a heat map. Different tracking lines mean different things. Is it a bird? Is it a drone? Is it an aircraft? A UFO? You can see where the activity is. That tells us a pattern of life of the threat. We can also take other data and we can tell you exactly what drone models flew, what time of day they flew, what points they originated from, and where they flew to. So we can start building a threat profile picture. Feedback helps modify the monitoring screen, including changing to fewer buttons. We didn't like a lot of button clicks. We want to be able to train quickly, to train anyone and for them to be proficient in a very short period of time. After seeing what the system is designed to do, briefing attendees watched SAIC drone operators take control of a drone launched by others and land it where they chose. They also saw the portable model installed in an off-road vehicle. And, even more portable, Link, a person can Velcro it to their uniform. It's not just a Huntsville problem. This is now an international solution from Huntsville because this is not just a local issue. Well, like Chris said, maybe they can do that with certain drones. Can they do that with FPV? Maybe, maybe not. Are they using FPV drones to fly these drugs across the border? Time will tell.
I highly doubt it. Unless they're like on 1.3 or something and they're ridiculously long FPV quads.
Never know.
But then they shouldn't even see them, really, should they? Wouldn't it just seem like just a radio signal firing out into the middle of nowhere? There's no like ID behind it.
I don't know. I mean, if these things are tracking birds, can you imagine it going in and attacking a bird?
Oh, yeah, I guess if it's tracking a bird.
I thought you were a threat. Oh, maybe you're a fun seeker.
Fun seeker.
Their word, not mine. So, guys, in other news,
Eric, I don't think you can do that.
there is a draft bill that would make flying drones near private property illegal and technically considered trespassing. Now, flying a drone near enough to private property to interfere with the owner's enjoyment of the property would be a form of trespassing in Wyoming. Under this draft bill forwarded this week by legislators' Joint Judiciary Committee. Just how close would be too close for drone flight might be broadly open to interpretation, some members of the committee have noted. Also, there should be some exemptions made for drones performing work, such as checking power lines for damage. This draft bill is one of a few drone-related measures the legislation will consider during its 2023 session. Some others forwarded by the Judiciary Committee included a draft bill making it illegal for drones to peer into or deliver contraband to jails or prisons. Another would clarify the definition of unmanned aircraft as it relates to drones being used to harass wildlife or illegally scout for game, either before or during hunting season. The drone trespassing bill aims to curb drones disturbing people's work or leisure or violating their privacy on their own property. A person is guilty of trespass by a small unmanned aircraft if the person causes a small unmanned aircraft to enter into the immediate reaches of the airspace over the private property of a landowner and the entry substantially interferes with the landowner's or his authorized occupant's use and enjoyment of his land, is what this draft bill says. Some committee members notated that the immediate reaches of airspace might be reasonably easy to determine on rural properties, but it could get murky in towns and cities where people's yards are right next to each other. Is the drone over your property, or is it over your neighbor's property?
It's all over my property.
Or is it an easement?
They've never left my property.
Yeah.
People could also operate drones from concealed positions in town, making it difficult to catch aerial trespassers, said a committee member. You guys are hiding in bushes now and flying drones?
Jesus Christ. Like,
I mean, what are they?
they think we are determined. Like, I think they give drone people like way too much credit. Like, there's a reason we're flying a quadcopter and not flapping our arms in the air. It's because we're lazy. We ain't gonna do that shit, so we make something that does it.
What?
You ain't gonna see me swing from trees anytime soon, but you'll see my alien in there.
You heard it here first. But who knows, guys? This is something coming up in committee in 2023. If that's going to start in Wyoming, like I told you before, it can spread to other states. Because what one does, the others tend to usually follow suit with. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes to the sky. Who knows? Maybe there's one of those interceptors who's trying to take out our drones.
Talking about that, have y'all seen the commercials for the freaking Mystery D? What's up, Ryan? Y'all seen the commercials for the Walmart delivery drones?
They're not really commercials.
Are they making commercials now?
YouTube and all, aren't they?
YouTube and all, yeah, not commercials, but people actually doing. I say think commercial, but people doing the videos. Oh, here comes my Walmart delivery. Boom! Dude, one almost took and knocked the dog completely out. Like, dude, that dog didn't move. It's crazy, dude. They're like dropping it from way up above. So then one dropped the package and went to go up like this and caught a cable and literally just grabbed the drone and like wham, slammed it in the ground. It's not even like a drone. It almost reminds you of like a wing or something. Good
But-
shit.
That's funny.
Maybe they should hire more
Just dive bombing quads.
That's what I'm building this for.
style pilots.
See, we can see out here, right? So then when I flip her up and I fly like this,
Mystery said
then-
easy way to get some new
then we got a
motors.
camera on the bottom.
Net a Walmart drone.
You ever see a drone fly like this? No, I'm kidding. This is a rescue drone, actually built for E-drone. We can have camera on top on here and the camera looking down. Retrieve.
Now, does he have a switch he can just switch through to see it?
Yeah, the FC is set all up for that, and we just flip a switch.
Now, how long does it react? Is it instant or is it like a little bit of lag time?
It's a slight bit of latency, but like right there, like more or less like
Okay.
not too bad.
Not too bad.
Who knows?
But I realized that I looked all over my workbench. This could be my fault, but I don't think it is. Eric forgot to give me the harness for the VTX. But as you saw, I had a whole bunch of harnesses I pulled out, and I actually have one to fit it. So we're golden. Good thing I keep all my old wire harnesses and all that.
Yeah, you
good
can't do that with HD. You have two different cameras you can just switch between like real quick.
Enjoy your
Ah.
pizza, sis. That's what we had tonight too. Pizza and
Pizza.
stuff.
fries.
Appreciate your company.
And yeah, we will catch up very soon. So, guys, like I said before, keep your eyes to the sky. Hang on to your spares. According to Chris, you never know when you might be able to use something.
Yeah, dude, these are saviors because I want him to take that home tomorrow, and I wouldn't have had to wait. Well, he'd had a harness or something. It's probably sitting on his table or something, or I lost it. It's possible I lost it.
Who knows?
Either way, it worked out.
But get outside, enjoy our hobby.
We're going out tomorrow flying.
Exactly.
Me, Doc, Eric, Ethan, because he's got an earache, but he's like, I ain't stopped me from flying. So, anybody else want to come? Hit us up.
Get up with us. Who knows? Maybe soon we'll be headed out again. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. As always, we wouldn't be here without you guys.
Make that
So,
pizza too.
right? It's pizza night. Until
Pizza,
next
pizza.
time, guys,
Peace.
we love y'all.
Lisa.
Send it and enjoy it.
Down here, Brian. Come down here, bro. Tell the wife she has to stay home. No, I'm kidding. You were shot.
Double E.
Love you.